member of the public spotted this chap walking down the road with an axe.
The male under arrest for possession of Class A drugs.
Coincidence? PC Simon Vail. I have been a Metropolitan Police officer since December 2001. I have been on this team in its original incarnation June 2004, if my memory serves me correct. And obviously I've changed parade sites, but have basically always been on response team in that respect. So I was coming up for in December I will have my 24th year as a police officer.
MPC Ella Marshall. I've been in the Met for 7 years. I was first a designated detention officer, and that was like working in custody and alongside a sergeant and inspector. I left that in 2021, and I later joined as a police officer, and I've been here at Kilburn on response team D since 2022. I first did a stunt with the Western Patrol team, and then I later joined on this team, and I've been here ever since. So that is just my 7 years in the Met so far.
Just having a look at the CAD here. Basically, the address, from my knowledge, is another. It's actually another hostel for women. The call is in relation to some drug dealers that are not too far from the vicinity. So it's antisocial behaviour mixed with like probable sort of criminality. We're just having a look now to see if we've got actually any descriptions, because this is quite a common call. But it's handy if we're looking there to sort of like be putting our hands in people's pockets, detaining them for drug searches and that. It's probably handy to know who we're actually looking for.
We got two descriptions now. Well, the first one, he's wearing a cream brown jacket, dark trousers, and has a cream dog. Second suspect, mixed race male, similar age, late 30s, early 40s, around 5'1", simply built with a red cap.
Okay, that's very distinctive. Street, isn't it?
Yeah, street. Yeah. With blue jeans. A lot of time people think doing stop and searches, it's just a random pick of the pot. This right here has given us a clear grounds. It's from a credible person. This is a support worker that's actually called us in, saying that they've seen these two individuals allegedly selling drugs. I'm not sure what type, as they said, but we have the grounds there. We can go in and actually do a search of these individuals if they're there. We have to give them the grounds as to why we're stop and searching them. What we're looking for, obviously, we've been called in saying they've seen them doing drugs, so that's more or less what we're looking for. And we go from there. So we have the grounds there, so if we do see them, it's automatically detain for a search if we do go ahead and see them.
Yeah, I'm going to loop back onto the main road so we can cover the bit there, and then probably just poke our heads into the actual venue and just confirm that they are not here, but there's nothing obvious there at the moment. Literally just up the road. Someone's saying they've been hit by a shopkeeper. So effectively an assault with a suspect still on scene, just by Aldi, just beyond these lights.
Are you calling police?
Yes.
Yeah, who are we? Who? Hi sir, can you just...
I don't touch anyone.
That's fine, can you just step over there for me?
All against me.
That's fine.
I beg for...
Just stand over there first so we can have a talk.
Look, you're still laughing.
Just stand
you come
over
in
here.
and be laughing.
Sir, just chill out.
So, can I tell you something, please?
Is it in relation to what we've been called here for?
I've been here already when I bought my stuff. But I think this man, the old man, I don't want to be a witness.
Well, I've got to record anyway because there's a potential
That's fine,
crime
no problem.
happening.
But I think this guy, he didn't make anything. And the lady, he's the one he attacked them.
So he's the one causing the problem as far as you're concerned.
He's the one he attacked them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my colleagues will speak to them. I'll speak to the gentleman here. We'll look at.
If you look at him, he was attacking man. He attacked the lady as well.
All right. No problem, sir. Thank you very much. Right. Hello.
You guys want to have a talk inside?
Okay. Yeah. We'll go somewhere a little bit more. I just want to see that my colleagues are all good. 1 second. Right. Sean, you okay? Yeah. You're right. You okay? Let's go look CCTV. All right.
I came out and he was being aggressive towards my colleague and like cussing them and all of that, saying that touch me and all of that. And then I was like, listen, you have to leave.
So you were coming in to have your break, you've heard the commotion, you've gone out there, he's being verbally aggressive to your colleagues, you've asked him to leave, he's refused to do so, and when you say you've tried to physically remove him, what have you just grabbed hold of him, or what you...
Yeah, I just
you
grabbed
demonstrate on me if you want, what did you
so
do?
Literally like,
sorry,
first I was like this,
yeah.
and then he was resisting,
right.
And I was like, listen, I don't want to like be that, like that with you, so just leave. And then he was actually even pushing me back, telling me that I have no power, blah blah blah, and I was like, okay, that's not the issue, just leave the store. So it got to a point I had to like drag him by the
belt,
and hold his hand to leave the store.
I hope this voice is well, camera and voice. I hope. Look, I don't touch him. I can't touch. I can't.
Are you talking about the gentleman who's dressed in all black?
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah,
the
security guy.
Even security. He cannot. Even security.
So I don't know what you've said to my colleagues, and all I'm going to do is just tell you what he's told me. That doesn't mean it's correct. It doesn't mean that we believe him or we believe you, etc. We've obviously got to try and check the CCTV footage.
But what we're trying to say is that with this, if this ever happens in the future, what I'm saying is that the staff in security have the right to lawfully eject people. If you've been asked to leave a store, they have the right to lawfully eject someone. They have security there in order to help them do it. So what I'd recommend, that I'm not saying but if this ever happens again, that if you're asked to leave, you leave, and you call police when outside.
We need to go to another. We've got another call to go to now. So if you're right, just to follow us out, and then you're good to go. Thank you very much, sir. To recap that, so that call at Aldi, that for all intensive purposes was a lawful ejection. The gentleman just didn't like how the staff had dealt with it. But Elle and Sean have looked at the CCTV, and it doesn't appear that they've actually done anything wrong. It's just how it is. So we've fortunately been able to resolve that and advise the gentleman that if he wants to make a complaint against Audi, he can still do that. But we've not seen anything that amounts to what we would consider a crime, so that's our involvement done. Opposed to a what direction was this guy heading?
Just said Sussex Garden.
Just trying to figure
Member
out
of the public has just updated us towards St Mary's, potentially down towards Sussex Garden.
St Mary's.
Okay.
Control from 101.
So basically it's a call. A member of the public spotted this chap walking down the road with an axe. That's all we know at this time. Heading roughly in the vicinity of St Mary's Hospital. Something about a push bike, did they say there?
Yeah, push bike to the scene.
Okay, so we're in the area now, so we're just going to basically do a search. There's a couple of other units that have deployed to this as well.
Control 101. Just spoken with the informant. He can't confirm or deny if the male actually went down Sussex Gardens. We're doing a full area search within the vicinity. Just another update of the possible suspect. Asian male wearing a shorts, cannot confirm what colour, with a push bike and possibly a weapon. He can't confirm or deny if it was an axe.
So there we've gone from like a kind of like a specific location, and this person has an axe, so even the weapon is quite specific. And then upon further speaking to the informant, it's become more generic. There's not actually a specific location to follow the description, and then there's the mention of the pedal cycle and the fact that the weapon is now kind of unconfirmed. So it's kind of well, you might say like it's gone like 0 to 60 and is now hovering at about maybe 30. It's still obviously worth having people having a look around. Like anything with like call where suspected like someone with a weapon in a public place is obviously needs the appropriate response. But again, we get quite a lot of things like this where it goes from being something quite specific to something a little bit more, I might say like generic.
No description of age.
But we've got at least 3 marked units here.
Yeah, control from 101. Speaking to the informant, he cannot confirm or deny any description fully. He said he was going in the opposite direction, so he'd missed the location where the male actually went down, what road he actually went onto.
The main thing is there's been no other calls on it, which again is usually a good gauge that it might not be what it initially sounds like. Generally, if you're getting multiple calls from different people, that's often a good indicator that there's something like legit actually happening, regardless of, you know, everyone's got their own perception.
That control circulation of an I-grade robbery. Believe it is ours. Freya Cafe, 6 Marble Arch West 1. Informant stating phone's been stolen by a male who's then run off. If anyone is free, control.
Run off?
Yeah.
Show 101.
101, thank you.
Okay, so change your plan. The problem is here we can't do a drive around, can we? That's gonna be down the bottom, isn't it?
Marble Arch. Control from 101, do the direction of travel.
Negative of a male.
It's down here somewhere, is it? Freya Cafe?
Yes,
Is it here?
Freya.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, here he is it?
Yes.
Right.
Metro got the arrest grade to Unit 1 West End.
Sorry, the Union Tavern, where, sorry?
Woodfield Road.
Right, what's going on?
Road.
What's going on here?
Someone's threatened to slap someone.
Someone's threatened to slap someone.
I got 2 aggressive customers. They have started asking people about drugs. They came to me and my colleague asking if there are any drugs. They are now threatening, saying they're going to punch my colleague and they're refusing to leave. I have no security. The last call, another phone theft, snatch, robbery that took place. So to begin with, the call came in that she believes someone's taken her phone and ran off.
Oh, I forgot it's shut, damn it. No worries.
Bear with, only to obviously receive further circumstances that she cannot recall what happened, because like I said, it can happen so quickly, literally in seconds. So with the result of that, we can see she had another phone. We're able to track where that other phone was, but the location's not always guaranteed to be actually where it is. So with that, we'll have to put on a report on for a robbery, theft, snatch, if that's the case, and go from there to investigate in slow time. Like I said, she couldn't give us an identification of this person. She didn't know if it was male or female, what race they were, what they were wearing, so it was very hard for us to even go ahead and to like do an area search, because we actually don't know what we're looking for. Let's get the OMI number for that phone, and if that phone ever gets into police possession at any point,
There's 2 males taken up on line bikes on this road on Sherwood Road.
Right.
Road.
Okay.
I don't know. Sorry. I just heard it.
Sorry.
The codes and descriptions.
It's the people that were trying to break into the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just overheard it. Sorry.
I'll go by road.
Okay, received.
Oh, good.
And just 257, are you on the road with these 2 males detained up?
Oh, hello. Outside open there, Commander. There we go.
Relax. This is Carlos. Relax yourself. Relax yourself.
3101, calling Metro.
Yeah, we passed our two colleagues with the guys. I've had to help them detain the two males. We're going to be delayed to our grade, unfortunately.
Why you gonna take me like this? Take it with me. I know, why?
No.
Sir, listen to me. Sir, this guy dead.
Yes, they're struggling to detain these two guys. It's under control now, but we were en route to another high grade, but we've obviously had to stop.
Sir, just calm down. My colleague said you're detained for a search, alright?
Okay, sir,
Just calm down.
738.
Right. So, still waiting for things to sort of effectively calm down here. This call was originally basically related to some people trying to break into a vehicle or damage part of it. As you've seen there, we've just come across that, and our colleagues were
Control, units attending the union.
detained to quite clearly, obviously struggling. So I'm just going to go and check to see what the state of plays with this vehicle, see if we can find a bit more about what's going on.
If anyone can provide an ETA, please, Control.
When we get the green man, of course.
Yeah, from
Okay, so just to update you there, Sean, who's been sat in the back with you, she's just arrested one of the guys for handling stolen goods. We're looking for a black Mercedes, but we don't know the registration. I think they've also just found some drugs on him as well, so...
22 on the Union Tavern.
22.
Control 101.
Ah, here we go, right.
01, go ahead.
Yeah, can we have another suspect, another male under arrest for possession of Class A drugs?
Okay, so they've both been nicked because they've both got, believed Class A drugs on them. This is probably the vehicle that we're talking about, so they've possibly been trying to remove the clamp initially and go from there. Control from 101.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this call we're at with the two individuals just been arrested. I believe it's initially come in as a possible theft of motor vehicle or theft from motor vehicle. Is that correct?
It came in as someone trying to steal a car. Second call come in as someone trying to smash yellow triangle from a black Mercedes wheel.
Yeah, I'm with that vehicle at the moment. It is a black Mercedes, and it does have a yellow triangular clamp on the front offside wheel. I think it's probably going to be linked over.
Call for that gentleman, please, Metro.
I mean, the car is itself secure, so I'm wondering if they basically tried to do this on behalf of somebody else or what exactly. This is something that we might not necessarily ever get to the bottom of, but as you mentioned, they've been searched, they've been found in possession of drugs, so we're at least able to get them off the street in that respect. So it's still a good result. Ah, interesting. Coincidence? I'm going to take this just because I don't want someone else picking it up basically and using trouble. We'll head back to the car now. I think this, yeah. If we get some evidence later to suggest that they were seen with a silver metal object, yeah, it just kind of helps complete the picture. I mean, that's clearly been broken at some point.
But, this car not mine, but you want to pay me. I say I don't want. That's it.
Okay, so the vehicle itself is all intact, apart from the triangular clamp, which is kind of looks like someone's had a go at it. That was literally on the floor next to it. I thought I'd just keep hold of it for the time being. The vehicle's registered to roads, so have either of them given an indication as to who the car belongs to? I'm mindful of asking questions because they've been nicked for. But
Please, my brother here. I'm going home. Please, I beg you for you. Please.
So, we've been called here. Said that two people were seen trying to damage a car.
Yes,
all right, your description has been given. You and your gentleman over there, you match the description. My colleagues are doing their jobs as police officers, and they stopped you and searched you. Okay, and during the course of that search, we found what we believe to be Class A drugs, namely those things there.
No, this is not mine, sir.
Well, it was found on you, wasn't it, or it's found in your bag? So anyway,
this is not my bag.
Listen. So
my bag, this one, sir.
So investigation needs to be done. So regardless of what the issue is with the car, we're still going to have to go to the police station, all right, to discuss these items here. Okay.
But sir, this one mine.
I could do a finding statement for you, but that was found next to the Mercedes that's got the clamp sort of on its side.
Listen, this Mercedes is not mine.
Okay, whether it's yours or not is irrelevant at the moment. We're going to deal with this bit by bit. Okay. Let's pop in the van and go from there.
Why?
I've explained to you why. Okay. I can't understand it for you, can I? Yeah.
Anything found afterwards will be attributed to you. Okay.
So regardless of what happens with the car, you still need to come to the police station, okay? Right, when we get back to the station, it'll be a little bit easier, things will be a little bit slower, a little bit more worked out, okay?
White person welfare check down at
So they're going to
106
transport
Norfolk
this gentleman
Place,
in the back of the car,
the
as
Seymour
his
Hotel.
demeanour appears to have been
Inquiries about a call with a
generally okay.
Uber driver said he was
Ideally
concerned for
we
a
would
young
go in a
girl.
van, but logistically and
Seemed
time
out
and
of it,
everything
had no
else, so
shoes
we'll
on,
see
was
how
being
that
dragged
goes.
around by a
We're going to
male.
try and track
He
hold
went
of the
into
original
his
person who
premises.
called us here, just to sort of get a bit more detail and see if they can actually give us a statement to kind of support everything. As I said, we still have the drugs arrests ultimately. If we can get a bit more from them as to what they initially saw, then we can possibly look at like the other offences sticking as well.
We got hammers in here.
There's that crack pipe there, I see. Yeah. Yeah, there's a pipe, and I'm wondering if these have been like this is makeshift gloves maybe, to avoid leaving any prints.
Okay, just hat, clothing.
Look, yeah. Shows nothing inside them.
Can I give you that to keep in your possession?
Yeah, of course.
That's the A's.
Is that the A?
Yes, it's 2 packets of crystals.
Was this found in the middle?
In the bag in the Louis Vuitton purse. I'll do a finding statement.
Appreciate that.
So again, just like further update. So we're now going along the lines of like vehicle interference or going equipped where people have got items on them that could easily be used in, to try and steal. We've obviously got the item that we found there, and there's also like a hammer and other tools as well. So a few more offences being added, which again, this is quite common sometimes. You start out with, you think you've got one thing and then you actually get something else and then you find something else and that. And so it'll get dealt with ultimately, but early indication is that probably we're up to no good.